The Misadventures of Tron Bonne.
Okay, hello. I'm Jeremy Parish, and this is Famicoffee, and no one is watching because YouTube streaming is garbage. That's right, every time I launch a stream, it immediately fails, and then I have to relaunch and no one can see the page. It's great, I love it. Anyway, I'm here to be cranky and play The Misadventures of Tron Bonne. Very exciting. Hopefully my voice is coming through okay, and I will jump in. I don't see anyone commenting because of course no one can see the stream, so it's really great. Love it, YouTube. Keep up the great work. So amazing. Alright, so I have streamed The Misadventures of Tron Bonne briefly about a week and a half ago. Oh, look, there's someone. Michael Powers, my one viewer. Very exciting. Hi, Michael. Yeah, so as I was saying, I streamed some of this, whoa, a giant servbot face, about a week and a half ago, and showed off the different mission types, and now I need to decide what to do. Here's an early game save, that's what I worked from before, mid-game, and then end-game. Let's go with mid-game and see what happens. This is, of course, The Misadventures of Tron Bonne, a spin-off of a side story to Mega Man. It is like 3 layers down, and that is why no one bought it, and they never made a sequel to it, and it's very, very expensive now. Anyway, you play as Tron Bonne, the villainous, I guess anti-villainous, nemesis of Mega Man Volnut from Mega Man Legends, and your brothers have been kidnapped, so it's up to you and 40 tiny baby robots that they stole the minion design from to save the day by stomping around, stealing things, basically being antisocial. But you're very social with the servbots. They say lots of great things. Look at that. He's giving me advice. Aww. He's advising me that servbot number 8 is a great shooter, but has terrible eyesight, which seems really contradictory to me, but what do I know? So yeah, you can talk to these little dudes, you can move around the ship. Whoops, wrong button. The cancel button in this game is triangle. It's from a bygone era, a different time. Yeah, so you can move around, there's different areas of the ship. If you go to Tron's bedroom, there's a tiny baby robot bouncing around on her bed, which is kind of weird. Oh, I guess he's not doing that right now. Okay, never mind. Oh, it looks like I haven't taught number 40 how to be a musician. So, one of the things you can do when you talk to the robots, the servbots, is give them things, and they will unlock abilities for those servbots, but I don't have the items that number 40 needs to realize his potential, so you get nothing, number 40. Nothing. So I'm going to go back to headquarters and begin a mission. And I will put a call out in just a second to see what kind of missions I should tackle. I think last time I did the bank heist, or one of the bank heists. Alright, so let's see. I could do level 2 of the bank heist, which I did not do before. I think. Did I do level 1 or 2? I think I did 1. There's the Dig Out RPG, more containers, and the Free Ruins. So, what sounds best? Bank, or containers, or RPG, or free running? Let me know. Scott Rothman says Dig Out. I love the name Dig Out. Maybe that's why I'm cranky. YouTube. Jason Brindlecombe says bank. So I'm getting mixed signals here. Dig out, dig out. Okay. Wow, Manfred Mann is here. Hello, I love your music. You are the Go-Kart Mozart of my heart. So this one is kind of a dungeon crawl RPG, but not really. Let's see, I think this is the final phase of the RPG, so it's kind of time consuming, but we'll see how it goes. I might bail midway through if it gets boring. So let's see, which robot do I have? Oh yeah, I just have this little guy. So in this one you don't steer a giant robot, you control a remote control drone in the shape of a pig for some reason. And then a little servbot drives around in a drill tank. It's so cute. Who doesn't love a cute video game? Alright, so my borer is going to be the sniper here because he's strongest when he drives robots. Hey, it's Kyle McLean. Oh, you're enjoying some Master Bob White. You are having gin, but it is much too early in the day for me, so it's coffee all the way down. Kyle, glad you made it. I will try to live up to your expectations here with Misadventures of Tron Bonne. Alright, so I need to find some tough servbots here to help because I have to fight some bad guys. So looks like no one's ability. Oh, there's one who can use grenades. Taking him along. And or does he use grenades, or is he able to develop grenades? I don't know. What room is he in? Okay, yeah, he can use grenades, so that's cool. These guys are all development. These folks are all, these are not really, combat-friendly skills. Let's paint. I'm gonna paint at some bad guys. So I guess I will just pick one who is really strong. Let's pull up the stats here. Do I have any that have an attack rating over 2? I don't. Alright, so we'll get someone who has decent attack and needs a brain upgrade. So there we go. Alright. Lord X Mugen says, "What's today's coffee?" It's the same coffee as always. I drink Counterculture, which is a local roastery that's actually gone kind of nationwide in the past few years. They make very good coffee, and even though food has become very expensive, or you keep hearing about rising grocery prices during the pandemic, every time I go out and venture into the stores to buy food, which has been like 2 or 3 times over the past couple of months, the coffee is always on sale, so it's pandemic friendly. Also, it tastes very good.
Let's go! Yes, Miss Tron!
Alright, so this mode, basically you control this little drone, and you have 3 servbots who tag along, and you don't really do a lot of direct combat in this. It's called RPG mode in the kind of the sense of like wizardry or something, where you're going through a first-person perspective. Also, there's all these other diggers who somehow have gotten in here ahead of you, and I need to smash that. You can dash forward with the drone and break things, and that causes gems to pop up, and sometimes the servbots are smart enough to grab them, sometimes not. Hang on, I gotta readjust to, like, mentally reconfigure the controls. This is a very old game. It's very clunky.
That looks like Uncle Dig.
Charlie Wesley says, following the last Tron Bonne stream, I was bummed to find it not available on the UK PS store. That's very sad. Sorry to hear it. That's Uncle Dig here. He's a great man. Also, as you'll find out, an X-Man.
You've come quite a long way, haven't you? Have you been collecting the crystals?
I have indeed, Uncle Dig.
A good digger never leaves a stone.
I like the sort of children's storybook voice quality of the acting in this game. It's not going to win any awards, but it's very comforting. It's a very warm and friendly game. All right, probably making everyone dizzy by constantly spinning around, but you gotta check the locations. All right, so I've basically met all these diggers before. This dude, his name is Dance, but I think it's supposed to be pronounced Dunce if you look at the way it's written. And then this lady is much smarter than she looks. She's all like, "I'm gonna go dig in ancient ruins in a mini dress," but no, she's clever.
Oh, you made
It's a ruse.
How's it going?
She's
Good timing.
Got the Lara Croft thing going on. Sorry, Lara Croft thing going on.
Huh?
I saw British people in the stream. I don't want to offend them.
Are you two
Anyway, it looks like they're an item, but
Does it look that way?
clearly not.
Oh, stop, you're kidding. Of course not, you numbskull.
I like her. She's cool.
Seeing this fool.
She's
You know how to get
she's got a
past
little bit of
this trap.
prickliness to her.
Can you help us?
Kyle says he biked over to Ebisu a few days ago. Is Saru Tahiko open? I do love my counterculture coffee that I'm drinking, but nothing quite beats Saru Tahiko. I'm very sad that I was not able to go to Japan this month for Bid Summit because I was looking forward to some of that coffee. I've got a punch card. It's got free coffee on it.
Way to go! That's a lot of money!
Alright, so Tron is basically interacting with them remotely and telling them what to do by, by sending a beacon bomb. And hopefully I didn't just mute myself. Okay, good. So basically you aim at things and you fire off this little icon bullet thing that causes the servbots to perform actions.
Noise from back there.
So I just pushed a switch that caused something big to happen. Abandoned Witch says, I never wonder why this Tron Bonne game never got any PSP or PC ports, unlike the Mega Man Legends games. I don't know about PSP, but PC, this does not strike me as a PC style game. It's very light, frothy, and extremely cute, which is not really the kind of core PC audience. Oh, it looks like I detonated the bomb that was next to these two.
Ow! Well, at least we can get through.
And that is the
guys
fate
go
he
on ahead.
deserves. Meanwhile, what's her face is like, thanks, sucker.
Thanks. Now we can get through.
I like her little hat, whatever that is. She looks like a cafeteria worker. Alright, so there's a branch in the road here, and oh, it's this. Actually, I don't think I've met this guy in the previous missions. He looks like a real digger. He's kind of got that
There,
Mega
little
Man
fellows.
going on.
My name is Russell. Nice to meet you.
Hello there, fellows.
You better be careful. There's more
This
traps.
poor man can't open his eyes anymore. That's how stern he is.
Warning, we'll be careful.
Lord X Mugen says, cute and silly on a PC would be a bullfrog thing, wouldn't you say? I guess, but that's a different kind of cute and silly. That's British silly as opposed to anime silly from Japan. I think anime has only really kind of taken hold on the PC market in the past few years, since Steam went big.
The birds again!
Up until that, the PC audience was kind of like,
Get them!
Japanese cartoons, none of those for me, thanks.
Give it your best shot! Ah!
So now I do have a combat sequence where I have to have the servbots attack the birds for me, or actually what they're going to do is hold up the birds so I can attack the birds. I have to be really careful because the birds are shooting bombs, and oh wow, that bird got taken out in one shot. Okay, well that was easier than last time. Oh, that's because I've got the sniper driving. Last time I played this, I did not have the sniper at the wheel, and so everything that I did was much weaker. I guess also having a guy who shoots grenades is helpful. So this is a great example of what the servbots are here for. They're here to help me find treasure, but also they're here to take lumps for me. Like that little snake who pops out and gives you money. If I tried that with the little remote drone, it would damage the remote drone, and that would be bad. Also, they can open chests for you.
Tron, look! It's a treasure box! But It's locked. We can't open it unless we find the key.
Nahlis77 says the way you interact with things reminds me of the Overlord games. Could this be where they got the inspiration from? I don't know. I'm not sure how much cross-pollination there is between people making 3D Mega Man action games based around child robots and Overlord. Also, when is Overlord from? I never played that one. I've heard of it, but I don't know the real history there. But this is from 1999. It's an old one.
Are you collecting the crystals? You can find them here, you know.
So Uncle Dig is back. Somehow he got through the wall that I exploded before I did. It's very mysterious. How are you so powerful, Uncle Dig? Last surviving mascot of dig.com. Alright, so I've opened up another wall, but I don't want to go there yet because I'm going to explore this little dead end over here and see what's there. Oh, it's a fountain where I can recharge my robot drone for some reason. That's very confusing. Alright. Okay, so my robot remote is charged up. Oh, and it's the silent lady. I'm pretty sure this is Fujin from Final Fantasy VIII.
Yes.
Even though her name is Roxette here. We all know.
Get the door open? That's right.
She's very terse.
Small talk, is she? Well, let's try to get it open, shall we? Yes, Miss Tron.
Oops, I wasn't paying attention to any of that. Okay, right. This is where I have little Serbots slip through like Indiana Jones. Don't forget your hat, guys. I wonder if she'll say more than one word this time.
Thank you.
2. Exciting. I feel like we've really made a connection. Alright, here's another weird puckered rocks sphincter. So, let's see what's behind there. Way to go, small drill guy. Went from playing Mr. Driller last night to Baby Driller and the drill robot. Now they're rich. Okay, so now I need to stop this switch, and I'm more than happy to throw the lives of my essential warriors away. Oh, Tron. What are you doing to your babies? Come on, guys, you can do it. I know it. Ah, there you go. They're so helpful. Taking their licks for me. Alright, nothing in that little alcove. So, time to blast another rock sphincter. Alright, more people seem to be joining slowly, even though YouTube foobarred this stream and really messed up what I was supposed to be doing. Hello, thanks for joining me. I'm Jeremy Parish with Limited Run Games. Not streaming for Limited Run, though. Don't get your hopes up that we're going to be publishing this, because we are not. As cool as that would be. This is a Retronauts Famicoffee stream. And my hope going forward is to stream different games, one on an evening, in an evening, like maybe on a Monday evening after work, and then follow up with either the same game, if it merits a second stream, or a different game the following morning for people in different time zones, because basically every time I stream, I see someone say, hey, I would love to see this stream, but I live in a different time zone and I am asleep. So this way everyone can, no matter where you live, my voice can put you to sleep.
Miss Tron, we found a card key.
And I'm playing The Misadventures of Tron Bonne, a Capcom game for PlayStation from 1999, released in the US in 2000, as kind of it's the prequel to Mega Man Legends, but in terms of release chronology, it was sort of an interquel to set up the stage for Mega Man Legends 2. There's a lot of characters and elements from this game that show up in Legends 2, which came out here just like 3 months later. Okay, so I need my little guys to go over there. What did he say? I was talking.
Hole looks as if it goes all the way to the other side of the planet.
Yeah, that's right, big guy. Okay, I thought I could get them to grab that. Oh, I see, I have to trigger
Come at a good
a conversation where he says,
Care
you
to
should
try
grab
your
that.
hands at disarming this trap?
Trap?
See that switch over there? If you push it, we can get across here. I was able to solve part of it and get this bar down, but I'm too heavy to use it to get across.
Okay, this is very useful. Yeah, let's figure it out. What could this hanging bar be good for? Good job, Tron. So this will open up the path forward. RoboCop 2, the movie, says, I wish more games looked like this. Yeah, I saw some people, some developers a few years ago were starting to flirt with the idea of bringing back PS1 style graphics, but I haven't seen many games that really try it, and I definitely haven't seen a lot of games that really pull off the
Now we
look,
can get across.
which is, I don't know, it's hard to describe. There's this kind of like
Wait a minute.
boxiness and this instability to the graphics. I love the sort of low resolution hand-drawn overlays. Like, this game clearly had a much lower budget than Mega Man Legends, which had all real-time cutscenes, whereas this has like almost no real-time cutscenes aside from the opening and
Should we
final
follow them,
battles.
Miss Tron?
And even those are very limited. It's just like,
Do we-
here's some static images with
Finding
one
the
little
trap,
animated
too.
element.
I bet they'll get the treasure.
Yeah, they were definitely working on a shoestring here, but that's part of the charm. And this is also based on, oh, those people stole my treasure, those jerks. This is built around the Mega Man Legends 1 engine as opposed to 2, and this game really pushes the engine to its limits. Oh, maybe that wasn't the best idea. Okay. I thought there was going to be treasure inside of that, but it just blew up in my face. Abandoned Witch said, I played this Tron Bonne game earlier on my PSP. Yeah, someone was mentioning earlier that this game is available for purchase on PSP in the US, but not in Europe, which is very sad for Europe. Alright, so I'm a little discombobulated now. Alright, here we are. It's a new area, a new wall sphincter to puncture, and this lady again. I think she's supposed to have like a Kansai accent. She's very
This wall here.
kind of working class, a little bit southern almost. I don't know. Salt of the earth type. Getting more salt down here into the earth. Oh, I need an immediate upgrade. If only I could find one.
We'll have to look for something stronger. Yes.
Vortex Mugen says the Mega Man Legends engine is still so good because it's basically PS1 cel-shaded graphics. Yeah, this was before anyone used the term cel-shaded, but it's pretty much what this is. Okay, so it looks like there's that one door, and have I been down this way? I can't remember. This doesn't look familiar, but that means nothing. Oh, there we go. Key. Use that.
Miss Tron, we found a card key.
Okay, so that means I can go back to the chest that I missed earlier. I wish there were a way, there's not that I'm aware of, a way to bring up the full area map instead of just the little display map there, but all you can do is make it go away, which is really unhelpful. But anyway, I'm gonna these little guys read the wall for me.
Uncle Dick's.
They may be baby robots, but they're very literate.
Really? Read it then. Yes, Miss Tron.
Calsonic says this game looks really cool. I agree. This is just one mode of the game. There's also a lot of third-person action. There's puzzle solving.
I have collected
There's some combat. It's kind of a multimodal game, and yeah, it's very unique and a lot of fun. In a way, it's actually more like classic Mega Man than Mega Man Legends is, because you have like a map where you can select levels and jump into them in kind of any order. Although you're not fighting battling robots named whatever man.
You're right. So who is this?
But this game was kind of widely overlooked. Mega Man Legends made it to greatest hit status, but this game did not. And I don't think they made very many copies of it. So for a long time, it was just kind of this unused game, unwanted game that sat on the shelves for like $10, and then it shot up in price, and now it's like $300. So I definitely, if you have the means, recommend getting it on PlayStation, PS1 Classics for PS3, PSP, Vita. I think it can be played on all three of those. And you might have to. I haven't gotten the better drill yet. I guess I need to go open up that chest. If you have to like lie about your region, it's worth it. Because $6 is a much better price than $300. That's my economic tip for the day. Okay, so let's hope I can find my way back to the treasure chest that I passed up before. I think I turned left here. Okay, that's just an alcove. So is this where the chest was? No, there was, yeah, a hole in the wall there. Okay. I have no idea how well the constant rotation and chunky 3D graphics is holding up. Whoa! This is not what I wanted. Alright, so occasionally you do have to get into combat in this mode, and it can be a little challenging because you don't have a direct attack. So you have to kind of game the system. Hello? Wake up. It's really easy for these guys to surround you, and then you don't want that. So what you do is you send the Serbots after them to make the Serbots blow up instead, because that's what baby robots are there for. Oh, jeez. So you have to get those guys while they're red, otherwise you can't hurt them. So it's a little tricky. Whoa! Hey! Yeah, when they're red and they get close to you, then they will explode. So you definitely have to be careful. But you can take them out with chain reactions, which is also good. Yeah, like that. So working my way through. This one's not too bad. Only lost like a quarter of my health. All right. So there's that, and a locked key, or a locked chest, which I have the key for.
Hey, Miss Tron, look! It's a treasure box! Can we use the card key to open it?
Do it, little guy.
Alright, here we go! Miss Tron, we found an
Oh, I see people in the chat have... oh, that's not what I wanted. I want the super drill.
Let's keep it in case we need it later.
Foolish little robot children. Do I have a card key here? Let's find out. I don't remember how many keys I have. Yes, cheese. That will help me. Okay, I've still got another card key. So, hooray. That's great. Okay, so... I think from here I want to go left. I'm pretty sure there was another chest that I had to pass up. But is it up this little chute? Yes. Oh no, that's the Aurora well, or whatever it's called, Aurora Fountain. Which is good. I needed a health refill. But I do need to find that drill tip. Yes, indeed. So yeah, they call this mode RPG even though you're not doing like turn-based combat. I really think the term RPG comes from the tradition of, dungeon crawling RPGs like Wizardry, Bard's Tale, Black Onyx, that sort of thing. Since you're moving around in first-person perspective here as opposed to, and kind of controlling a party also,
Here we go!
as opposed to the usual third-person action of the other modes.
Miss Tron, we found an
No, not another bottle.
Good.
What am I paying you tiny little people for? Okay, so maybe the drill tip that I need was actually back where I came from, deeper into the stage, so bear with me while I try to mumble my way around. Wow, I've already been playing for half an hour. It does not seem like that long, and yet, here we are. It's down this way. Oh, right, that's where the robots were. No thanks. Nala77 says, you're not actually paying the servbots, are you? No, but, you know, Tron brought them into this world and she can take them out again. She's basically their mom, also their slave driver, so, you know. She feeds them and sometimes sends them to the torture chamber. Okay, so Uncle Dick's corpse is not going to help me much, is he? Is he? I don't know. Let's check his bag again. His bag.
It's a skeleton! Yikes! I guess
Did I
not
look at him
everyone
before?
makes it out of these caves.
Yes, I think I did. Okay. Did I check? Oh, look, money. But not a drill tip. Hey guy, you're standing in my way. Wonder how many times that snake will pop out. That's a very wealthy snake. Where did the snake find all this money? Oh, there we go.
Want me to read it again?
No, don't read it again, little guy. Red says, why would you want to make a robot that needs food? I don't know, man. Ask OCP. After Robocop, all the rules were off. Everything changed. And these guys at least eat, like, curry and noodles as opposed to baby food. Lord X Mugen says, you ever play esoteric stuff like Dragon Quarter? Is that really esoteric? I guess. I've never really given Dragon Quarter as much time as it deserves. It came out at a time where I really wasn't able to play it, but it's one of those that I've meant to go back to. I actually have it, so maybe I can do some Dragon Quarter streams and everyone can watch me die hilariously and basically fail to, oh, this is what I need to do, jeez. Basically fail to make any progress whatsoever in that game. I like the concept of it, though. Okay, here we go. Hopefully I can break through this wall sphincter. Oh no! Don't have the power to break through the wall sphincters. Proctological tools just aren't cutting it. You know, I actually don't know where I'm supposed to go at this point. It's been like a couple of weeks since I played this last, which I guess is not an excuse. Alright, okay, so that was a week ago. So, poked on through. Calsonic says, why are the robots frowning? It's because they're serious little guys. Where did he go off to? Oh, save me, servbots. Oh, that was bad. Alright, this can be kind of messy. Unfortunately, that one came to life on its own for no reason that I can discern. So that's good. Whoa! Holy crap. So this could go really badly. I may not make it out alive. Okay, well, maybe I will. Oh, go after that one. Thank you. And wraps it up. Okay, success. But don't tell me I'm gonna need another card key. Oh no! At least my car keys on e-bottles. Okay, well, so I think maybe we've seen enough of this mode. I don't want to just poke around looking looking for a key for the next half hour, so I'm going to retreat and jump to a different mode. Abandon Witch says, are the enemy robots in the Digout similar to Reaverbots? They are Reaverbots. Basically, the mythology here is that there's all kinds of tunnels beneath the world, and they're full of Reaverbots. Oh, now comes the wacky failure music. Uh-oh. So no Servbots got any smarter from this one. But I got more E-bottles. Who doesn't love those? Okay, well anyway, that was the role-playing mode, or the RPG mode, we should say. I'm not sure if I could really call that role-playing. But we will send out some Servbots to scout. Let's see. I want some smart Servbots. So, let's find some with high brain ratings. Oh, they're all kind of dumb. Sad little stupid Servbots. So I'm going to just assign them to random areas. Let's see. That seems promising. Nothing there. Charlie Wesley said, imagine if you had Servbots who brought you gin. It seems... I don't know. I don't know if I trust these guys to make a proper cocktail. Okay, so I've got three smart Servbots. The higher their brain ratings, the better the stuff they find when you send them scouting. The things you really want, sometimes they can find unique items that will help another Servbot reach its potential, but also they can find little cubes that will raise a Servbot's stats permanently if you apply it. So, like the energy cubes, the speed cubes, the brain cubes, those are extremely valuable, so you want to send out smart Servbots to scout and get those. Tochiro says, let's be real, these Servbots are just ripoffs of Lego men. That's true. They are little Lego people. Except they're all the same. There's no variety here. And no licensed likenesses of, Anakin Skywalker or something. Alright, so mission, we're gonna go to, I believe people said, the bank, although I did this bank heist last mission. So I think this time we can do the free ruins. Yeah, that'll be good. So I couldn't really go anywhere that last time because I didn't have the bazooka yet. But now I do. Okay, so I will change out the big clunky robot. And there's the Gatling gun, there's the bazooka. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So make sure I have a sniper equipped in the robot, the Gustav. Dylan Tam says, it's come full circle recently, Lego are making minion sets now. Yeah, I don't approve. We're all living in hell. Okay, so let's see how smart and strong these guys are. So with these missions, you want to assign, ideally, Servbots that have special skills, like, where's that grenade guy? Oh, I sent him off scouting. Oops, my bad. Okay, so what you want to do is pay attention to what you're assigning scouts to do, but pick Servbots that have decent attack ratings and decent speed ratings, and also could stand to use a brain upgrade. There's a lot of factors to weigh. You could modify or permanently enhance your Servbot stats by training them, but those training games get pretty old pretty fast, so I tend not to invest a lot of time in those. Let's see. When you complete a mission successfully or spend a lot of time in the dungeon successfully, your Servbot's brains rating will go up, so I always like to try to take mentally underachieving Servbots along with me, kind of as an act of charity to make them a little smarter the next time. Okay, so got ourselves some serve bots, and we can jump into the donjon. That's French for the dungeon. Wow, there's a lot of Lego discussion happening in the chat. I don't think I ever really had sets when I was a kid. Legos are kind of expensive. I didn't have just a ton of money, so I would get just like mismatched Lego bricks, but just kind of make up my own things. I think I'm old enough that when I was a kid, space sets were sort of the new thing. You had your blue astronaut, your red astronaut, and your yellow astronaut. It was very sophisticated. There were no transparent green pieces. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Look at that. Way to go, Tron Bonne. Grenade plus sniper servbot equals extreme power. So let's see, I think, oops, that's not a passageway. I think I may, in the save file, have already opened up the passages that are blocked off. Let's find out. Yes, it looks like I did. Okay. So you can use the bazooka to blow through walls, which is great. It's very satisfying. That's a really lively color scheme Tron's Bonne got on the robot. I don't know if the green bazooka goes with that very well. I need to talk to the art servbot about this. Oh yeah, the pirate Lego set. Dr. Wolfman says Space was the new set when I was a kid, that and Pirates. I had a friend who, as everyone does, the friend who has more money, and he had a bunch of the pirate sets, but I've never really been into pirates. It's always about space and robots for me. Look at that. See? Cute little robots who blow things up and can climb through walls to find iron plates for you. It's so much better than pirates. Can Captain Jack Sparrow climb through a hole like that to find an iron plate? I think not. Alright, which way did I come from? Boy, I'm all confused. Right, I can't go that way, so I gotta go this way. So when you're in these third-person action modes, you can send servbots into spaces like that, holes in the wall and things like that, and they'll find money, sometimes, or items, or sometimes they'll just come out and look puzzled, like, why did you waste our time? Then you say, shut up or I'll send you to the torture chamber, because that's what Tron Bonne does. Abandoned Witch says the Bonne emblem on the Gustav looks like a Halloween pumpkin. Yes, it kind of does. I think it's supposed to be a skull, but when you turn it purple or orange, wow. When you turn it orange, it does get that jack-o'-lantern look to it. Alright, little guys, pillage the ancient ruins. Bring me the wealth of forgotten civilizations. That's right. Okay, good job. There's a lot of wealth for this ancient civilization. Not sure why they were stashing cash in holes in the wall, but hey, I'll take it. Alright, so Dr. Wolfman points out that this game is robots and pirates, which is true, but it's the cool kind of pirates who fly around in an airship and use a robot with a bazooka on the arm to shoot ancient robots. Whoa. These guys are the big tough ones. Kill me. Oh, what? Come on. These guys are not very smart. What kind of ancient defenses are you running? Worst security system ever. I guess if I want to, I can have the servbots shake down this tree for apples, not cash. Oh, looks like I've been through this way already. There's there are no apples left in that tree. So, I guess I will turn around and head back. The best pirate JRPG there is. That one that Sega will never make or port because there's no justice. I assume you're talking about Skies of Arcadia. Keep holding out hope for that one. I mean, you know, I can play it on GameCube or Dreamcast, but it would be neat to play it on Switch and for people who actually, you know, own a system like Switch or PS4 to be able to play it, because a lot more people own those systems than owned either GameCube or Dreamcast. So, I'm a big fan of good games getting their turn. There's a lot of different kinds of enemies here. I'll take out these guys first. Alright, give me some money. Whoa, whoops, that was hoist by my own petard. So I don't think there's really any way to destroy those dragon guys with the bazooka while not taking damage, because shooting the bazooka causes you to stand your ground and attack. So that's a little frustrating, but fortunately I have lots of armor upgrades, so I can withstand it. The free mode here that I'm playing through, this kind of dungeon exploration, is kind of the key to unlocking most of your upgrades for the Gustav robot. You find items, and your serve bots back at the base can take those items and use them to make upgrades for the robot. I guess technically it's a mech. The serve bots are robots. The Gustav is a mech. But anyway, yeah, there's lots of things to find here to get better weapons, better armor, health upgrades, that sort of thing. Such as a memento, which will, I believe, allow me to get a new color scheme for the robot. So, not all of these upgrades are essential. Oh, come on, guys. That's kind of unfair. Oh, there's a lot of these little quick moves. What did I ever do to you, Adrian Carmack? Actually, did Adrian work on Quake? I know John did. Man, now the chat is a combination of Lego talk and Dreamcast talk. It's quite a combination. Wow, that guy went down in a hurry. The bazooka is a little OP. Just the way I like it. So, let's see, which way am I going here? I'll just venture forward. And then to the left. I think I can get a chest here, is that right? No. I can do nothing. Alright, so venturing to the left was not the best idea. Let's see, I came from that way, so... I see the stream continues to draw more concurrents. Hello, if you are just joining for what is kind of the final phase of this stream. I would like to stream for an hour, and I've got to go to work soon. Hello, I'm Jeremy Parish. This is Famicoffee, stream 8, I believe. This is another session of the Misadventures of Tron Bonne, the spin-off to the side story of Mega Man. Oh, I accidentally walked into the boss. Alright, well, I don't think this is going to go that well, but let's see how this happens. So basically you've got this giant robot here that can't be hurt in any way unless you shoot it in the open mouth. And you can only shoot it in the open mouth by causing the servobots to jump into its nostrils. So I'm trying to hit that target inside its mouth. Oh, while avoiding those giant orange beams. That sucked. Bubbles. Did I say orange beams? I meant purple. I'm having real trouble with colors today. I don't know what the deal is. I think it's too early in the morning for my rods and cones to function correctly. Alright, I did not really equip myself for this battle, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Oh, that thing. So I'm trying to get the stupid servobots into its stupid nostrils. This is not going well. Crap. Items. Let's blow through the e-bottle ones. And hope I can do some damage. I'm getting there. Oh no, my servobots are in bubbles. That's not how it's supposed to go. One in the nostril. There's two. Oh no! Go to the action. That's no good. Oh, that's gonna be bad. That purple beam is very, very dangerous. It's not even a beam, it's like a little puffball or something. I don't know. A little fluff of energy. Extremely deadly fluff. Okay, there we go. Well, I'm making okay progress here. Oop. Did I refill health again? So this is a real battle of attrition. Maybe you can watch me lose, it'll be very exciting. Just have to kind of spam the targeting bomb. Oh, it's so bad. What? Hang on a second. I have to use Windows to stream for some reason because YouTube is being really, really cranky about streaming from Mac, and my computer's like, hey, it's time to restart your computer. Why does it do that? Why Windows? What are you doing? In the middle of a stream. Restart. Okay. The nose attack going on. Oh. Unfortunately, you can't kill those little jumping guys. Okay, just a couple more hits, and one or the other of us is going to die. I might not even have to break into the big health. Wouldn't that be nice? Big health refills. Is that it? Yes! Okay. Success! I destroyed the giant nose robot, and look at that frame rate! Wow! PS1 power, baby. Okay, well actually that's a pretty good place to... I was going to say to wrap up the stream, but I've still got like 7 more minutes. So... Dylan Tam saying all those e-bottles being put to good use after all, huh? No, you see, I had to surrender all the items that I collected in that RPG when I retreated. So that was just me being a hoarder and stocking up on things. Alright, so this is, that was the main boss of the free roaming area, which I managed to destroy, despite not expecting to have to fight it. But you can still go into the free area and hunt around for items and things like that. Somehow I found a riot shield while my servobots were out scouting. But since I got a few odds and ends, let's see, where should I go? Oh, something's happening. Oh, I've got the cash money. Alright, so I guess you get to see a little bit of story. So I found 1,000,000 zenny, which I think translates into about $10,000. It's actually not that unreasonable.
Nothing I couldn't handle.
But I guess when you're a 14-year-old girl,
Done it without your
maybe
help.
it is unreasonable to collect $10,000 to rescue your brothers.
Yay! Yay! 3 cheers for Miss Tron. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get over to Lowe's. Roger! Yes, Miss Tron.
So this is a mandatory cutscene. This is kind of the mid-game, and it opens up the second half of the game.
Is this Lowe's?
So this is the closest this game gets to real-time cutscenes. It's pretty meager compared to what you see in Mega Man Legends and Legends 2. But again, I really think this was a shoestring budget kind of affair.
Thank you for pointing that out. Now be quiet.
Dr. Wolfman said, "How did the series die? It's crazy." Yeah, you know, I think Mega Man Legends 2 didn't really sell that well. I think they had pinned a lot of hopes on it, and it just kind of flopped. I remember it didn't sell well in Japan at all.
A pretty young girl.
And it came out here in the US on the same day as PlayStation 2 and The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, so it kind of got overshadowed by
Why I'm
everything.
here. I've come for my
And I think, you know, as the PlayStation 2 era began, companies began taking a harder look at
Give me back my brother.
returns on investments and things like that, and expected higher sales. Games became more expensive to develop. So I think they just said, yeah, this side series isn't that
Let's
viable.
see.
And honestly, considering the Mega Man games that they were churning out, like Mega Man X7 and so forth,
Talking about
around this time,
Million Jenny right
I'm
there.
not really that confident that a Mega Man Legends
Yes,
3
there is.
in the early
But there's
2000s
this
would have been
little
very
thing
good.
called
Probably would have been
interest,
kind
you
of
see.
bad, actually.
You borrow money, you have to.
So yeah, maybe it's just as well. But I would like to see them, you know, return to it at some point.
Need another.
I'm sad that the one, however long that was, like 7, 8 years ago, got canceled.
You think you
I feel
can
like that
get
had
away
potential.
with this? It's crazy.
No, Missy. You're the one who's trying to get away with something. You think I'd just let anyone borrow that much?
Gochum30 says, wait, who's your brother, Miss Tron? She has 2 brothers. She's got Teasel, her older brother, who's kind of the boss of the family, and then Bonne Bonne, who is a baby that drives around in an armored suit that looks kind of like a metal from the classic Mega Man games. He's kind of like Baby Commando from Captain Commando, except fully armored. You never actually see what Baby Bonne actually looks like. And tragically, in this version of the game, they gave him a different voice actor than in the first Mega Man Legends.
Wait.
In the first Legends, he sounded like a baby, and in this one, he sounds like a grown-up, trying to sound like Mickey Mouse. It's awkward. But fortunately, all he says is Babu, so you don't have to deal with a lot of it.
Scram!
Alright, so here's the real villains of this game. Loth and his henchman Glide, and their bird bots, which are like serve bots, but birds and sarcastic, as opposed to cute and babyish. Anyway, so they kick me out. Tron has been trying to earn 1,000,000 zenny. Now she has to earn 2,000,000 more because of compound interest.
Not when we're at such a critical stage.
That dude's nose is made of metal. He is like Tycho Brahe. But he's probably not an astronomer genius, so the comparison only goes so far. Anyway, Glide and the bird bots, as Stuart Jip says, return in Mega Man Legends 2. Yep, the Bonds and Glide both show up, but you don't see Loth again after this game.
Only knew when
Weirdly, this game came out around the same time as Tail Concerto, another PS1 game that had a very Mega Man Legends kind of vibe, and the plot of that game was basically, like the core premise was very similar to this game. There was some sort of giant ancient war machine that a business tycoon,
go, Miss Tron.
chubby business tycoon, was trying to revive with ancient technology.
Yes.
So kind of a weird coincidence. There must have been something in the water, and that something was
They'd better be
Laputa,
what?
Castle in the Sky.
We're all in big trouble. All right then. Let's
Alright, so it has been an hour, and it's time for me to go to work and do my day job type stuff. So, yep, No downtime during pandemic for me, which, is good, but also means that I can't keep streaming as much as I would love to just sit around all day and play the Misadventures of Tron Bonne. I've got to call it a day, so thanks everyone for joining me. My plan is to stream again Monday evening, I guess like 5:30, and then again on Tuesday, and it will be something totally different than this. It will not be games that I have streamed before. I think we're going to be... I think my plan for the next stream is to finally show off 32X running on Analog SG through the Analog DAC, which I meant to do months ago, but I couldn't get my streaming to work. So now that it does work, hopefully, I can finally show that off and show how it's possible to play 32X games on a clone system designed for HDMI output only. Isn't that exciting? Yes, it is. Alright. Good night, everyone. And by good night, I mean good morning. Have fun, have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.